way the younger guys play, it's almost like they have no control of their venom. They just go for everything. The young guys' venom can be really deadly if they know how to strike. I think it's going to be really interesting how they handle the nerves. Matt Orum, even though he's got hundreds of wins, he still does not have an Elite Series or major victory. He obviously plays to the crowd well, and the crowd loves seeing his energy.
Rick's defending champion here, co-champion. He's obviously won every tournament under the sun, so he has a lot of experience playing with the lead, and he's an aggressive player, a confident guy.
He knows how to play that course. He knows how to play it in the last round. He obviously is a proven winner.
What's given AB success is he's coming off a good performance, so he has a little confidence going. When you have a young player like that as well, who's known for playing really well in the wide open, it kind of puts a little chip on his shoulder when the woods come around. Having that kind of aura around him, you know that you're as talented as those guys, if not more talented. And I think we all know that it's just a matter of time before he breaks through.
It's easy to forget how young he is and how new he is to these spots, considering how fantastic he's been this year. This would be the biggest feather in his cap so far. So I think he'll be feeling nerves, but I think that's gonna almost sharpen him, because I think he's been in these situations enough where that breakthrough is inevitable. Could it be today? We'll see.
We've only had a few times where somebody's won from the chase card. But Macbeth also puts a little pressure on people, period, because they know what he's capable of, and if they hear the roars of the Macbeth crowd doing Macbeth Sunday, it's gonna make people nervous.
It's all about mental at this point. It's gonna be a chess match, it's gonna be an endurance race, but it's gonna be a sprint as well.
Hello and welcome to final round coverage of the 2022 Discraft Ledgestone Open. We are today in Eureka, Illinois at the Lake Eureka course, and you're watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour on JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
Guys, we are doing this commentary stuff live. It's coming up very soon. Nate, tell them where and when.
Downtown Emporia, Sunday, September 4th at the Granada Theater. You got to get your tickets. Where?
JomezPro, nextdaylive.com.
Hope to see you guys there.
Ooh-wee, Ricky Wysocki, minus 19. I think we predicted, well, I think Nate predicted minus 28. Let's see if he can get that done. He's doing it in all sorts of different ways with that first in front of it. Anthony Barela, young, but he's ready, man.
Ella. Yeah, Anthony Barela, he has been in this situation a couple times, but never led going into the final round of an Elite Series or major. Gannon Buhr finished 51st place in this event last year. How far he has emerged in this 1 year period, pretty incredible. And Matty O has never won an Elite Series. It's pretty incredible considering how often he's put himself in that situation. But he has 11 second place finishes and 0 wins. He's been right there so many times he can taste it. What if he could taste it finally today?
Wow, I was going to say at least 10 podiums, but man, 11 seconds, not even mentioning the thirds. That is an incredible record to have not had the chance to hoist the trophy yet. He's got to be so hungry.
From Scottsdale, Arizona, two-time Ledgestone champion, the defending co-champion, and two-time world champion, Ricky Wysocki.
This is the 40th Elite Series or major event that Ricky has led going into the final round.
Wow.
Of those 40, he has won 28 times, just a 72% winning percentage.
That's ridiculous.
And you know what that's a recipe for? Doing that 40 times? You wear whatever damn hat you want, and nobody says a thing to you.
And it's cool.
And it works.
And
it doesn't matter what the hat is, it works. Because 40 times is a lot.
Just one stroke off of the lead. From Mesa, Arizona, Anthony Barela.
Let's talk about this win. We did not have... The weather this week has been incredible. And then enter today, where the wind picks up and makes holes like hole 1.
Whoa. That was so aggressive.
Look at the trust on that disc. Angle of release to, oh my gosh, to clear the hill. What a weapon to have that power.
Look at the wind on the spotter flags. It was a brutal
Next up,
tee shot on hole 1.
Urbandale, Iowa. Also 1 shot off the lead. Gannon Buhr.
One thing I like about Gannon that I saw yesterday was the angle control. With this one, I believe he's going to want to throw this out of the hand, either flat or with a little bit of Anheuser. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll buy flat.
It came out with a little hyzer. It did. But that's a great shot.
Did it?
I mean,
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
that's
maybe a little hyzer.
little.
I wasn't about to disagree with my boy on air, but I did see a little.
Yeah, there was a little.
And at 17 under, from Creola, Alabama, Matt Orum.
What's the over-under for overall Roll Tide's chances today?
I mean, that all depends how many birdies Matt gets.
This is needing a lot of help.
My gosh, look how far he's crushed
It's
this.
getting back in, though, huh?
Yeah.
I was flirting now. The one thing you don't want to do is get the disc above the hill on this shot, because then the wind can get it and swoop it right into the water. That's a safe play. That's a great shot from there.
That's about as long as a 300-foot shot can get.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be so pinpoint with that distance. Ricky very pinpoint with his slammer approach.
Very good. This is that 180-foot jump putt.
This is really far up this hill and everything. Perfect.
Matt Orum delivering a perfect putt up the hill. Played that hole safe, played it under control, delivers a nice birdie putt. Great feeling when you leave yourself that 25-foot to 30-foot range on the first hole and really test yourself and see what you've got right out the gate, and you deliver. We're going to have a star frame on hole 1, which was third easiest hole of the day. Kind of surprising considering how difficult that tee shot was with the headwind, but not enough difficulty for these guys.
Nice overhead view here of hole 2, par 4, 615. And I just have to explain to people, I've had what I feel is a pretty solid career to this point. I have maybe 2 to 3 hat options that I can go with on a given day and not have people just laugh at me off the course. Ricky Wysocki, the world is his oyster. He has everything under the sun. He could go feathers. He could go waterproof material, fishing hats. Nothing. The man can do no wrong. And that I just think that difference between him and I cannot be overstated. Great shot here.
I think you could both pull off. If I could think of like something you both could pull off, it would be like sweatband. That's just my.
I take that as a high honor for me.
I could see you in a sweatband. Anthony, not so much a sweatband, I don't think.
This is really nice for Anthony. Ricky with a really good forehand shot as well. Anthony having hyzer angle on it as it goes down the hill, so important. If you get it turned over, it can get to the edge of the lake very quick. But this part of the course, we are protected from the wind by a bunch of trees. This one's going to be tight to the out of bounds and does go out of bounds.
Too high. And too overstable.
Too overstable,
because he's
yeah.
throwing Annie and it's still moving back on him. Just, I think, not the right disc choice for this shape. You really want to stretch it straight.
Matt Orum, this is going to
This
be
is also really overstable.
Yeah, same place essentially, out of bounds early.
Huh.
And with that lack of distance, this makes this approach almost undoable. Oh my gosh, through.
Ooh.
That looks doable.
Wow.
That is unbelievably good. Oh my gosh, how many things does he have to avoid there? First off, going through the gazebo.
Yeah, one barbecue grill he had to get past.
The most impressive part is getting past this low ceiling tree that's in the way for even the best backhand tee shots,
Yes.
or any tee shots, really. If you have
Yes.
the backhand approach is what I mean.
I mean, that last little slide is huge as far as his chances of making this save. If he's like 10 feet shorter, that's a really tough putt. I think now it's very manageable. Does this stay in the rocks?
I believe so. The high grass
Good
helping
break.
Gannon stay in bounds.
Good break.
I think he's going to be able to throw the sidearm here. I don't think, and he throws it really well. I don't think that AB is going to have that option. I think he's too far left down
Yeah.
there. He might have to be thinking
Yeah.
about that back.
Yeah,
wide.
but I don't think it'll be a problem for him. But yeah, you're right. I think he doesn't get the advantage of fading away.
But it
Well,
is
it
a
is a
hard-
problem. It's a huge problem.
It's a harder shot.
You are exactly
And
right.
through the trees there. That's out of bounds. Man.
Huge problem. I had that call totally wrong. I thought he'd have a pretty easy time with that, but he's going to get a bogey at best.
Well, I feel like he could have gone wide there.
Yeah.
And wide is like something where you can kind of drift it in with a lot of
Yeah, let it slide down the hill.
use that ground play. But
Gannon's got 40 plus feet, I believe, for the par. Okay.
that was good.
Well done.
Kind of running out of things to say about when they're that smooth and it just looks that obvious. As soon as it comes out of his hand, it's just perfect spin, perfect center.
Yeah. Zero flut in the putt.
And he is not surprised. You know, it's not like he's like fist pumping that too much. It's like, yeah, well, it's just a 40-footer, guys.
And it was for par. Ugh.
Those are two world-class par saves. You just don't really get up and down from the gazebo or short of the gazebo. I mean, Matteo had to go through it underneath that tree at the end.
And Ricky's going, yeah, that's cute.
But just gaining one stroke.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well,
that's
he's still gaining one.
he's gaining a stroke. Yeah, I mean that's great, obviously. But I mean that could have been multiple strokes, and surprisingly, he's getting two on Anthony with his perfect drive.
Looking at hole 3, par 3, 260 feet, though it does play significantly longer than that, slightly uphill. 3 main routes here: backhand hyzer, backhand straight shot. Well, here's a new one too. Forehand straight shot, I should say. And also there's a forehand over the out of bounds. Oh boy.
Ricky very fortunately stays in bounds. So often we see that kick.
Probably the nature, the fact that he threw a putter probably saved him there, because the kick was not, the speed of the disc was slow. The kick was not huge.
That's pretty nice. You like disc golf?
I do.
You're going to like that.
I did like it. Is this the hyzer line?
I think this is going to be going straight up the gut.
Seems like a straight shooter.
He's been doing that since, 05? He was in the...
Yeah, he was second place at that World Championship.
That's one of his 11. And second place at the 2009 World Championship in Kansas City.
Yep.
Or actually third place, I should say. He missed the playoff by one stroke with Josh Anthony and Avery Jenkins. Beautiful shot up the gut from Anthony Barela. That's going to be a bounce back birdie. Ricky from range and a bit off to the right. And something to keep an eye on today as Ricky starts off with 2 birdies, but he had some putting issues late in the round of round 3 due to what we think is a bit of a rib injury.
Yeah.
That could be a factor today.
Yeah, see how much he's able to extend and get the putt up in the air. It appeared that the big problem was the low putt.
Yeah.
It also appears this guy's not going to have any problems putting. I mean, just another perfect one there from about 30 feet beyond the basket, maybe slightly less than 30. Great birdie.
Very nice bird there as well. Good way to clean up that bogey stroke on the
That's
last
right.
hole.
And cut one back into Ricky's lead.
Ledgestone. Every summer, hundreds of disc golfers flock to the greater Peoria, Illinois area to compete in the sport's richest and most charitable event, the Ledgestone Open. But what does Ledgestone look like for the rest of the year? On the surface, Ledgestone is one of disc golf's leading retailers, but look a little closer and you'll find a group of motivated individuals providing the best possible service to the disc golf community. So whether you're building a bag, wanting to support your favorite pro, or looking to add to your disc golf wardrobe, choose the retailer that's as passionate about the sport as you are. Choose Ledgestone.
Hole 4, par 3, 423 feet. The play is going to be a mid-range or a putter maybe even down this left side with a little bit of left to right turn. Getting down this hill, blind shot. This is a classic hole here at Lake Eureka. So challenging to get the aim, the distance, and everything right with that out-of-bounds sidewalk down the right side. Very high release.
Needs to beat that. Whoa, that's pretty good.
Looking really good now. And the last tree kick. That will probably be in a position where even Gannon is going to be thinking a lot about laying up.
I would expect the layup. Oh, that's a good kick. Out of the woods.
This reminds me just of at Northwoods hole 8, how it's just like really tight and really punished.
And
like left or right, like you're probably taking a bogey.
It's tighter than it looks, I feel like, because that right side tree is a lot closer to you.
Maddie, into the woods.
It kind of gives you that same feeling of just like anxiety.
Yes. And it takes away the hyzer flip to some extent when the right side tree for a right-hander is closer.
Look at this shot from Ricky. That is such a challenging approach.
Yes.
Going down the hill blind still. He cannot see the basket from where his drive landed. To get the distance right and the aim right, that is a very nice approach. And Matt, this is what you get left side. You just cannot kick left early.
This is not easy.
Totally. Very well done. There's 2 roll tides. I'm going to say 7.
Kind of a weirdly high speed there for him, like coming in. I think he was for sure laying up, but man, you'd really like to slide it to that hill, and he kind of came in there with some heat. Kind of lucky not to roll more.
That's a great save for Rick.
And a straddle putt.
Good scramble. Yeah, and there's the straddle putt is the one that he said is what is causing the pain.
Oh, and pays a price for it. Short miss from Anthony.
And that's been Anthony's kind of bugaboo, is short, like 25 footers. Seems like he needs to clean those up if he wants a chance to beat. Ricky ain't gonna miss those.
No.
Final round.
There is a list of tons of players who prefer to have a 40-foot putt as opposed to like a 26-foot putt, just because the pace has to be so much. I mean, you have to take too much more consideration into it.
You guys think this hole would be featured prominently in Disc Golf Hell?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I kind of like it just because I just lay it up and watch people kind of
it's a tough one. It's
live their nightmares.
what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say these are bad holes. I'm trying to say they're tough and they strike fear into the hearts of the players.
Gannon turning this over. This is going to be out of bounds long, I believe.
It needs to hook up so fast.
It is. It's trying to, and it is.
Wow, it's so overstable in the finish. And that's what Paul's talking about with the angle control, because he's coming out maybe slight Annie with the overstable disc, able to put the brakes on in the way that a hyzer flip could never.
Hardest hole on the course, 3.57 average. If you do want to attack, you're basically aiming at that light pole that you can see straight in front of you, just trying to hyzer around it. And Anthony is going straight at it.
Parking it, I think.
That
is so good.
Wow.
That still leaves you with the... That's that distance. He needs to make all of those coming home now.
Yes, I agree with you.
Anthony can make everything circle and inside the circle today, he's going to have himself a good shot to win the tournament, I think.
Matteo laying up, nice and safe. That'll leave about 300 feet into the pin, maybe a little bit shorter than that.
Again, very windy this section of the course. So probably going super overstable.
Perfect control, playing.
If you could take a 3 on this for the rest of your life, would you take it?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what you guys play for.
Yeah, so then why doesn't everybody do that? Because I think everybody would answer that with a yes.
I guess because sometimes people want 2s even more. But, man, of course I would take it.
Is he going to make this? Oh, he didn't even try. Was that a try? It didn't look like a try.
Half-hearted.
I feel like this is a big moment right here for Anthony. Come on, buddy.
That takes the wind out of your sails. Just to give yourself the elusive birdie look and miss it is
Such a tough putt because it is a slight right to left cross. You're expecting it to lift. If you get it too flat, it's not going to lift. And I think that's what happened there. I think it was a little too flat. He missed it by, half inch.
Yeah,
a
not
half
by
inch
much.
of lift. I don't think he missed the putt for what he was trying to do. I think he missed the lift. A little, kind of a bad win rate, maybe.
And I just think it's like amplified by the fact that in that situation, you took such a big risk.
that's it.
And you nailed it.
Yep.
And then you didn't gain a stroke on anybody.
That's the
and that
thing.
just hurts in a different way.
Matteo is walking to this hole happy.
Yep.
Anthony Barela is feeling a much different feeling right now.
Yep.
That overhead just shows the 2 different ways to play this hole. You either lay up with a hyzer, lay up again, and then pitch up with a putter, or you go really big off this tee shot and give yourself around 440 feet.
This looks not big at all, really. I mean, he does throw really smooth, so maybe he's thinking about going, but that looked pretty slow to me. We'll see. Next shot will be telling.
There are places out there where you can catch a skip. That's not the spot.
Yeah.
But if you go a little left, there's some hard pan, and I've seen some pretty crazy skips. So far, they have avoided that area. Very good.
Nice.
Real quick shout out to the 3 guys who birdied hole 5 today. Calvin Heimberg, Kevin Jones, Brody Smith. I always want to give a shout out when someone is a part of a club that only consists of 3 people.
And I think we owe Isaac Robinson a shout out, don't we? For being the first bogey-free round carded at Northwood Black, coming in before Andrew Marweed. As we see this kid inbounds, coming in before Andrew Marweed, who we shouted out yesterday. Isaac also, congratulations. So technically, the first guy we know of to shoot that course bogey-free.
Ricky makes up his mind. Just a little layup.
Yeah, those are no doubt about it right now for Rick. He does not need the birdie from range on hole 6. This is a hole that can just bite you.
You know who's not going to lay up? I don't think Anthony's thinking about the layup.
No, he
Not once
like
ever.
maybe just a handful of times in his whole life.
It can be like one of those things like only him and a few other people could even go from there. I kind of like it.
I think I like it. Keep your lift, yes.
Okay. That's why you go. That's why you go
Awesome.
hard, man. But again, right at that range,
Yep.
he needs to get on a roll and start making those. We saw it yesterday with him coming home. He started making some nice putts, and then when he gets on, there ain't a hole on the planet where he can't.
Yeah,
birdie.
I mean, when he starts making his 25-footers, the 30-footers turn into 50-footers. I mean, he just doesn't miss for a while. Well played. His 30-footers feel like 50-footers is what I'm saying. Or his 50-footers feel like 30-footers.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying. I said
I'm
that
like,
in reverse.
whoa, that would be a bummer. You're just on fire.
And then all my 35s start turning into 50s.
Yeah, I meant to say that.
That'll cool you down quick.
Happy birthday wishes are in order for Ricky's caddy, Ari, today.
Okay.
Anthony steps up and delivers a very confident-looking putt there for the huge birdie.
Okay, still with he would be tied for the lead making those 2 putts.
Mm-hmm.
So then again, I feel like I could say if he makes them all, coming home inside 40, he's going to have a chance.
I think if any point you're within 3-4 strokes going into the final 3 holes, really the final 2 holes, if you're within 3 strokes, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this wind, hole
But you're still
17
gonna
is
have-
a monster.
Yeah, 17's a 2-stroke swing automatically. 18 can be a 2 or even 3-stroke swing.
Still going to have to
potentially.
make putts in the circle.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You won't be with it. You won't be in contact if you're missing those putts.
No.
For sure. Hole 7, par 3, 275, right up the middle. There is a wide backhand route, but I don't expect we'll see it from these guys. Straight backhand or straight forehand is going to be the play.
Anthony just straight into the ground. He was just one of 9 players total in the field to birdie hole 6.
More on 6 than 5. That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty buttery.
Yep. Did you see the stat that I shared on the YouTube on our round 3 back 9 coverage about
No.
hole 12?
No.
There were twice as many 10s as there were birdies
1 and 2.
on hole 12.
Like 1 birdie and 2 10s.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's a good shot from Ricky.
They're both kind of caught up in that tree, but they're pretty close to the basket.
And that's going to be a straddle for the Rickster.
Sure thing. Oh, he's joining them. Oh, he gets the good bounce out.
I feel like Mobile, Alabama. I've been there, and there's like 300 holes that look like that.
Chickasaw.
Oh, okay. Not a great little kick there.
Mm-mm.
There you go. Good cleanup putt for Anthony.
Don't you guys think Matt Orum makes putting look fun?
Yeah.
Like just how floaty and the unique lines that he takes. Oh man,
Well, there's that straddle putt.
yeah, that
Very
is
awkward looking.
that is
delivery.
maybe a pretty big issue for him right now.
And Gannon Buhr has an opportunity. He's trying to figure out how to get his mark as well.
Oh wow, he's right in there.
Didn't see that.
Anybody else like kind of cringing that his legs all over that poison ivy and he rubbed his arm all on it?
And you get free relief from it. They told us that before the tournament, so he could definitely just back this up.
But instead, he delivers
Oh, don't grab that. Oh, no.
a putt that ties him at the top with Ricky, who's on a 5-hole par streak now.
They say, like, you're the greatest of all time, but in my mind, that is not true. There are 2 other women that I'm tied with. Until I get that 6th world title, that is still up for debate. So this is so important to me to cement my name in disc golf history as the most winning woman to ever play the game.
Hole 8, par 4, 793 feet. Not an island anymore. You can lay up short of that gap, but everybody's going to be going through that gap. Hopefully, if you land in the out of bounds, you've got a drop zone. Second shot's going to be coming into here. If you want to be aggressive, go towards the basket, out of bounds left and out of bounds right. But first things first, hit the gap in order to get paid off with a par or birdie. Or
Hyzer.
Hyzer.
Whoa. Sky shot.
There's no bigger gap. We've said it so many times watching Simon Lizotte.
Wow.
The big gap in the sky, often the best one if you got the power to take it, and certainly Gannon does.
I know which way AB's going.
Yeah, AB's not just going to see him do that and just...
Oh, I think, I mean, the only thing, Anthony might go up the middle just to go even farther.
Yeah, maybe try to do it.
Let's see. Looks like he's looking skyward.
Yeah, he's looking up.
Yeah. He's going to try to go farther than Matteo and higher than Gannon at the same time.
That's
And he may have
Yeah,
done
he
it.
might do it. Might do it.
Oh my God. That disc spun around a few times.
Ricky has so much power. I'm surprised he goes up the gut. But when you
Yeah,
when you
he's
do
just
that,
laces
I mean,
things
just
these days.
percentages wise,
Sure.
I think.
Sure.
And maybe that injury is kind of.
Yeah, but also,
We
I
don't
think
know.
you know he's getting 80 or 100 more feet than he would get with the Hyzer. Like it's an important distance. If you feel confident about the gap,
Yeah.
might as well go through, and then he's going to leave himself inside 300 to the basket potentially.
This needs help.
Yeah, this is drifting towards the out of bounds area, and I think it is safe.
Pushes across.
Okay, so he's going to have C2 putt probably obstructed, maybe even a marshy footing.
Going at out of bounds. Big drop off. This needs help as well.
I don't think this one. Oh, it is safe. A little bit of help there at the corner.
A marshy footing sounds like a luxury Italian shoemaker to me. Just when you said he might have a marshy footing, I don't know. That sounds like a nice shoe.
Oh, okay. Wow. That was unexpected and really great. Hyzer. That's how you play hole 8.
That's crazy.
That's not really Hyzer. That's like a 3-angle shot.
That's crazy that he's that. I mean, obviously we knew the Hyzer was big, and his forehand is huge too. But was that his Firebird again?
That wasn't that far.
Jeez.
He ripped
Wow.
it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I kind of like the Hyzer angle from out there. I might think about going Hyzer backhand to set up the Hyzer forehand approach. Thank you, Anthony.
You have that kind of power. You
I
could
like
probably
it.
do it.
Ricky with a good approach. He's going to be probably edge of C1 with a putt.
I don't want to brag or anything, but then years past, I have taken that Hyzer route before.
Is that bragging? Did you get over it?
I also threw from the drop zone.
Ricky, that's a scary putt. Oh my gosh, that's not.
Sweet.
That was perfect. We talk about how that's a scary putt, putting on that basket from below with the out of bounds right behind this basket, and that's right in the center. And something the field might want to watch out for is Ricky just missed a short putt. And if you've ever watched Rick, if you've been watching him for years, you know one thing that can set him off is a mistake.
Yeah.
When he makes mistakes, he sometimes goes off on these like 2-hour periods of just birdies and just ripping the course up. Nice birdie for Anthony.
Yeah, that was awesome. Could you imagine a 2? I don't think that's been done, to my knowledge.
Not that I know of either.
Hole 9, the famous bridge hole here, 354 feet to the island green. You see there's a generous layup area if you want to swing it left and short. But the actual area of circle 1 is a lot tighter. And if you really want that 2, you've got to get aggressive here and hang the shot out of bounds to try to push it close enough to make a putt, especially on a windy day.
Anthony using the left side of the tee box to give him as much space as possible, swinging the Hyzer.
Needs to sit.
It does not.
I hope that's overstable. It is.
Appears to be really overstable. This might need to sit down as well. Oh, good breaks there for Rick.
I
Nice.
think it was just a mid-range.
That was a stable mid.
I think it said justice.
Okay. I
Those
can't
are-
even imagine throwing a justice on this hole. That's- That's crazy. Also, Innova doesn't make it justice, so it would be really, really difficult.
It's hard. It makes it even harder to imagine.
I just. Oh,
What?
no.
Where is it? Under.
Don't touch.
Oh,
Inbound.
Oh my goodness. The gallery should not be that close. That could have rolled back in bounds. That's a huge
yeah.
out of bounds for Gannon. He's going to have to go to the drop zone, as is AB, and that's 277 feet, I believe.
And this is as important as it gets.
Gosh.
Have to get this close. Really nicely
Very
done.
well done.
Surprised Gannon went so deep with how high he threw that.
Yeah. Gannon's third shot from the drop zone.
Swinging it out wide.
Super wide.
Needs to hurry up.
What? Did you see that? That bounced all the way up to the top.
No chains from 277.
I've never seen one like that.
No, I don't think I have either.
I gotta see this again. That was amazing the way that entered the basket. Bouncing around on the wind. Does this hit the top?
Oh my God. Do you think that he's trying to throw that in with the hyzer instead of going straight at it?
In?
I mean, when you play the high hyzer like that, it sometimes is to give it a chance to go in and also stay close.
Wow.
In that
If he's thinking
situation-
that, he's a crazy man. I think he just wants to park it, but
Yeah, get inbounds at all costs.
Wow. Ricky delivering the birdie putt, but only gaining one stroke on Gannon. He will be getting 2 from Anthony. And Matt Orum needs to see some of these birdies drop if he wants to stay in contention heading into the back 9. Oh, man, missed putt again.
Brutal. You don't see him miss a lot of those.
No, he's usually pretty solid with that putt. But wow, fireworks here on 9. I got to give a quick shout out to Matt Bell, our third ace on hole 7. I forgot to
Wow.
mention it. There's just been throw-ins like crazy this whole weekend. I mean, my goodness, there has been stuff on the MPO side, the FPO side. Pretty special event going on right now. But Ricky Wysocki, our leader by 2 shots over Gannon Buhr heading into the final 9 holes.
Yeah, really tough course today. I mean, you see the scores on the leaderboard. They're really nothing better than a 4 under.
yeah, and Ricky's one of the 4 unders, so nobody able to really make any
Exactly.
kind of move on the leader. The wind wreaking havoc. No one's going to really be able to put together that crazy low number, most likely. But man, it's getting even windier. If you don't believe us, watch this back 9, because once they get by the lake, that's when it really starts whipping. Hole 13, hole 17, hole 14, all those playing really tough today. 9 holes to go. Come on back and watch who takes this thing down.